Some big trades yesterday. Let's talk about them. First, Diego Castillo was traded from the Rays to the Mariners. To be completely honest, I'm not sure why. I mean, the Mariners just traded away Kendall Graveman and then brought in Castillo. I know why that happened. It's because Kendall Graveman was going to be a free agent at the end of the year, and Diego Castillo is still going to be under team control until 2024. And they're pretty comparable pitchers as far as their stats go, so I understand that from the Mariners' perspective, why they wanted to make that move. The Rays, I mean, Castillo so far has a 2.72 ERA, 0.99 WHIP, and 14 saves in 36 innings pitched. So he's been quite good for them. They got, I hope I'm going to say this name right. I hope I'm not about to completely butcher this name. JT Chargois, and an infield prospect named Austin Shenton. I'm just going to call him JT. He's been really solid this year. There was a stretch of games where he went 8 appearances in a row without allowing an earned run. So it's not like he's some scrub. You know, they got a good pitcher back. But this infield prospect has been in high A and double A this year, and he's actually doing really well down there with a 300 batting average, 29 doubles, 12 home runs. Like, he's actually hitting really well down there. So this could end up being a win-win of a trade. You know, the Mariners get a really solid relief pitcher who's going to be under team control for a while, which is apparently their, you know, primary concern over there. And the Rays, they're going to get a pretty good pitcher back and an intriguing prospect. So this could end up being a win-win. I just saw it and thought, like, okay, why? But that's why I'm not an MLB GM. This is going to hurt me to say. Anthony Rizzo was traded from the Cubs to the Yankees. I don't like that. I mean, if I was a Yankees fan, I'd like it. I personally, myself, I'm a fan of the move, but that's why I don't like it. The Yankees are really putting in a lot of effort to get balance into their lineup. Again, this is one of the things that, like, should have already been the case going into the year. They should have had a balanced lineup already, but they didn't. Here they are at the trade deadline. They're trying to get balance. In Rizzo, they get another left-handed bat who is an on-base machine. He's got decent pop, and he plays, let me adjust this back here, and he plays absolutely elite defense. Going over his stats. Currently, he's batting .248. He's got 14 home runs. And it's not that those numbers are bad. It's just that I expected them to get even better at Yankee Stadium, right? Those are not, like, stupid elite numbers right there on the surface. He does have a 115 OPS plus this year, so he's still an above average hitter, even though this is kind of a down year as far as offense for him. I do expect those numbers to improve at Yankee Stadium, just like I expect the numbers for Joey Gallo to improve. Left-handed bats do well at Yankee Stadium. That's why they should have had left-handed bats already. Maybe they wouldn't be in this position where they have to go on a spending frenzy at the deadline. What's the over under on the amount of games Brett Gardner is gonna start for the Yankees this year after these moves? All this. Anyway, I just had that thought. But let's get back to it. I cannot stress this enough. This move is not just about offense. He's going to help them offensively. Anthony Rizzo is one of the best defensive players in the major leagues. Like Joey Gallo, he is going to save runs with his glove, not just produce them with his bat. The Yankees need a player like Anthony Rizzo. They got the Anthony Rizzo. You know? That sucks for Cubs fans. One of my favorite baseball memories I have is Rizzo, catching the throw to first to end the World Series. And I was watching that game with a Cubs fan, and just the excitement and the joy that was just in the room. You could feel it in the field. One of my favorite sports memories that I have, and that's Anthony Rizzo in a Cubs uniform. He's one of my favorite players. I really like Anthony Rizzo. I think this is a great move for the Yankees. The Yankees have made some really, really great moves this trade deadline. They needed this. I'm sad to see him leave Chicago, but he'll do well as a Yankee, I think. They can move DJ LeMahieu back to second base now. They haven't really had a consistent first baseman. They've been playing DJ LeMahieu there. He's a second baseman. They can move him back to second. The question becomes for them, what do they do with Luke Voit? Do they make him a DH and have Giancarlo Stanton play left? Can you trust Giancarlo Stanton in left? I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if they traded Luke Voit. He'll draw some interest from teams, I'm sure. Either way, I think this move is a win for the Yankees, especially the fact that I'm almost certain that the Red Sox were also trying to get him, because the Red Sox have a hole at first base, and they would be stupid to not inquire, to not do their due diligence at least. So I think this is a win for the Yankees. I would have loved to have Rizzo in Boston, man. That would have been great. But I think this is a good move. I don't really see any downside to this as far as the Yankees are concerned. So I'll just move on. Speaking of Boston, they made a really surprising move yesterday as well. They sent minor league pitcher Aldo Ramirez to the Nationals to get Kyle Schwarber. Now that really surprised me. Here's why. I like Kyle Schwarber. I think he's a beast. He's having a really good season. I don't know how much I like the move. Because unless he can play first base, the Red Sox don't really have a spot for him on the field. Is he going to be the DH? Well, JD Martinez is a DH. Is he going to play left field? Well, Hunter Renfroe has been a beast in left field. Is he going to play center? Well, we just called up Jarren Duran. We have Kike Hernandez. We don't really need a center fielder. Is he going to play left field? Well, we've had Alex Verdugo there. Kike Hernandez can play there. We have guys in left field. Is he going to catch? I know he's played catcher. Well, Christian Vasquez is the catcher. We don't really have a spot for Kyle Schwarber unless he can play first base. Since he's played catcher, that might not be a difficult transition for him. But it's just an interesting move to me. I'm not complaining. I'm not going to say that I'm not happy to have a guy who's hit 25 home runs, gets on base. He's got a 340 on base percentage, 910 OPS, 149 OPS plus. Like, the dude can hit. He's going to be a weapon. But where's he going to play? So I hope he can play first base. He's currently on the injured list with a hamstring issue. He ought to be back soon. The report said he should be back within a few days, so I'm not really worried about that. I just want to say, if the Red Sox don't make another trade today, I am going to be a little disappointed. I know Schwarber is good. I don't hate the trade. We need starting pitching, and we need first base. So I really hope that I guess what I'm saying is, I hope he can play first base. I know I've said that about 4,000 times already, but that's just where my thought about it is. The Red Sox need starting pitching. That needs to be a move that happens today. Apparently, the Dodgers are going to be getting Max Scherzer and Trey Turner. That is not confirmed yet. As I'm recording this, that's not 100% done, so I'm going to wait and probably do a separate video about that if it happens, / when it happens. Scherzer is another one that I wanted on the Red Sox. Another one of my favorite players. He's having a really good year, but if he goes to the Dodgers, the Red Sox still need starting pitching. Like, it needs to happen. Watch the game from yesterday. Eduardo Rodriguez ate it, So I don't want to have a World Series offense and a doesn't make the playoffs pitching rotation. You know what I mean? Like, the Red Sox need starting pitching. So I hope that happens today. So yeah, Diego Castillo to the Mariners, Anthony Rizzo to the Yankees, Kyle Schwarber to the Red Sox. AL East teams making moves. This is shaping up to be a really fun second half of the season. I'm excited for it. Go Red Sox.